So I'm gonna be showing you guys 10 relatively easy players to trade for. Now this video is for all my franchise guys, so I hope you guys find that useful. And with all that being said, if you're new here, consider subscribing, drop a like, and let's get right into the trades. So our first trade is going to involve 2 third-round picks and 1 fourth-round pick, and the player that we're gonna be receiving is Darnell Mooney. Honestly, he's a really young receiver, 81 overall, star development, and he does bring some speed to the table. Now I just feel like this is a really easy wide receiver to trade for, and the asking price isn't too much. However, that's our first trade. Let's get into the second one. So this deal right here is going to involve a little bit more picks, that being a second-round pick, 2 third-round picks, 2 fifth-round picks, and 1 seventh-round pick. And the player that we're going to be receiving is none other than T. Higgins. Now honestly, I don't think this is too much of an asking price for him. I mean, on most teams he could be a wide receiver 1, and he's really young. Also, he's an 87 overall superstar, so that means he's going to develop really quickly. And I mean, I don't think it's too bad just to trade a second and a couple of picks for a wide receiver 1. Now moving on to trade 3, this is a little bit of a cheaper one. It's going to involve 2 third-round picks and 1 sixth-round pick. Now the player we're going to be receiving is Amani Hooker, strong safety. He's only a 79, however he's a star and he's really young. I think he's around 24 or 25 years old, but honestly guys, for the asking price, this isn't too bad. If you need secondary help, especially strong safety, then you can go ahead and pick him up for relatively cheap, so that's why I have him here at number 3. Keeping it on the defensive side, we made another big trade. This one involves a second, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, and a 7th round pick. And as you guys can see, the player that we're gonna be receiving is Tyreek Woolen. Honestly, this guy is a freak of nature. He's like 6'4". He is one of the fastest players in the game. 83 overall, really young. He was a rookie last year, and he has star development. So I think that this is a steal of a player to get for this trade. I mean, you are giving up a lot of draft capital. However, I think it pays off in the long run, because honestly guys, there's not too many corners that are 6'4" and one of the fastest players in the game. But I think that this is an amazing deal. Now if we take a look at this trade, this involves 3 second-round picks and also 3 third-round picks, and the player that we're going to be receiving is Marshon Lattimore, 90 overall superstar X Factor, and I believe he's like 27 years old, so he's still got a solid 4 to 5 years in him. He's already an X Factor, but you are giving up a little bit in order to receive him. Now, would you rather get Marshon Lattimore, a quarterback that's more willing to play right now, or someone like Tyreek Woolen that I last showed? That choice is up to you. I just feel like Marshon Lattimore is more of a win now player, and Tyreek Woolen is a long-term type of player. However, the choice is yours, guys. And right here we have another defensive trade. This one involves 3 third-round picks and 2 fourth-round picks, and this is the defensive lineman in De'Aaron Payne, a defensive tackle for Washington. He's an 83 overall star, and I believe he's like 24 or 25 years old. So if you do need help on the defensive line, especially the interior of the defensive line, then I think that this is a great pickup for you, because I mean, a couple of third-round picks and fourth-round picks you could just kind of throw away. Usually in the 3rd or 4th round, you're just taking 50-50 shots, so why not bundle them up and get a certified star player? And I feel like this player is on the list almost every time I make this video. However, you can get him for 2 4th-round picks and 2 5th-round picks, and that is the speedster middle linebacker Devin White. He's a 79 overall star, and I believe he's 25 years old, so he's still really young and has a lot of time to develop into a great all-around player. And guys, the main thing is that he's just really fast. So if you're needing a true middle linebacker that's really fast and that could be a user for you and franchises against your friend, then I think Devin White is the answer for you. I mean, he's really cheap. 2 4th-round picks and 2 5th-round picks. I mean, that's basically nothing for Devin White. Now right here is another superstar player, and in order to acquire him, you need 3 second-round picks and 3 third-round picks, and that player is outside linebacker Rashawn Gary, superstar. He's an 88 overall, and you guys can decide if it's too much to give up for him. However, I believe he's like 25 years old as well. Obviously, he's superstar like I just mentioned, but getting a pass rush is so valuable in Madden, and I think that getting Rashawn Gary without even giving up a 1st-round pick is really a great deal, so I have him on the list here at number 8. Now this next player is a bit of a gadget player, and you can get him for 1 3rd-round pick, 2 4th-round picks, and a 6th-round pick, and that player is middle linebacker Isaiah Simmons. Now I say he's a gadget player because you could basically move him around on the defense. He could play middle linebacker, outside linebacker, both of the safety positions, or a cornerback position for you. So I think he's a jack of all trades, and honestly for this price, I mean, you might as well add him to the team. So that's why I really like this deal. And finally, I wanted to include a really cool player player that I found was pretty easy to trade for considering his position. And all you need to do is give up 2 first-round picks and a 3rd-round pick, and you will get the star quarterback himself, Justin Herbert, 87 overall. Now, it does suck that he's a star development, but guys, I mean, a couple seasons playing with him, and you guys can easily get him to a superstar X factor. I just believe he's like one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league, and only giving up 2 first-round picks and a 3rd-round pick, I mean, that's pretty much a steal for a top-tier quarterback in the NFL. So that's why I wanted to include him in this video, but I think that's pretty much going to do it. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys like this video, then go check out my last one where I tried to pull every single overall in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. With all that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.